They're armored though. Crap. Something from the graveyard. I think we don't really have good choices here. Maybe we mill tunnel drill. Something like that.
Here's our chance.
Whoa!
Thought I'd seen everything, but I'm actually impressed.
Oh, hell yeah. Crap, man.
We always love them to death.
Okay. This is actually working out for us.
I shall save your death.
Is this the gateway to me playing my first mill deck ever? I don't know. It felt pretty good. Next deck, mill. We got KOB. Literally, man. Oh, crap, eh? Have fun playing it. No, this one.
Yeah, it's Baptiste. Go ahead, feel it.
The lowest powered. Yeah, we get Toad. I mean, taking out KOB was crazy. Seriously, man.
How about this one?
Cool. I have Manticore in here to deal with Sove. That's the main reason I added it in our deck. Can play good in some situations. I think it has a lot to do with timing. Timing and probably bleeding and us getting round control. Because when the opponent opens up with one unit, for example, it's nice. So they shouldn't boost up the 3. I guess it's going to be Igni last, isn't it? So, yo, what's up, dog? How's things? What's up, Vass?
The eternal fire casts a long shadow.
Wow, what a win, man. I think Rune Mage sealed the deal. Hey, what's up, legends? Welcome back to another deck guide. Before we get into today's list, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please take the time to do so now. My next objective is to reach 10,000 subscribers. We're almost there, and I'd really appreciate your help and support in achieving that goal. For today, I've put together a Ren-free Deathwish list. Leader ability that we're going to be utilizing is Overwhelming Hunger. With this order, we get to destroy an allied unit, then spawn an Ekimara in its row, and boost it by the destroyed unit's power. We have 2 charges with this leader. The Ekimara is that 3-powered token unit that you see there. As far as utilizing our leader, my idea is that we can reserve it to be used for Dettlaff Higher Vampire, in particular, round 2 or 3. Outside of that, we could also save it to synergize with Imperial Manticore and also Maruna in this list. Stratagem that I'm utilizing with this deck is Urn of Shadows because we are playing a lot of Deathwish units. So with this order, we get to trigger the Deathwish of an allied unit. We are reserving Stratagem to be used for Brewers Ritual in particular to give us that thinning and deck consistency and also tempo to win round 1. So what I'm going to do is run you through this list bottom up, explain how best to play each card, when to play it during a match, and then we're going to discuss how to execute the strategy for this deck. So to begin with, we have one Drowner in this list. So the Drowner is a Thrive unit. What that means is as we play units with a higher power than this, it's going to be boosting itself by 1. The ability it has is deploy related, move an enemy unit to the other row and damage it by 2. So obviously Drowner is good to target the opponent's row locked units. But the way we're looking to use a Drowner effectively in our list is to make Foglet play for greater value. So sometimes when we play Brewers Ritual proactively with none of the opponent's units on the board, we may play Foglet on a row where there's no units to do damage with Fog. But what we can do is utilize Drowner to move a unit on that row so Fog can still do damage. That's the idea for Drowner. We have one Squirrel. On deploy, you get to banish a card from your opponent's graveyard. I have Squirrel in here as a tech against Sove decks because Sove is pretty much meta at this moment and is replayed quite often. So that's what it's in here for. You can obviously target anything else the opponent may replay from their graveyard as well. Moving on to our Deathwish units, I have 2 Endrega eggs. So on Deathwish, spawn 3 drones in this row. What I'd say about all of these bronze Deathwish units that you see here, the idea is that we want to utilize those to win round 1. And we actually want to leave them in deck when we see them come up in hand through the mulligan phase because we're trying to utilize Brewers Ritual to thin them out onto the board for us, okay? So, double Endrega Warrior for consume. On deploy, consume your adjacent units. For each consumed insectoid, gain 1 charge. Not bad to have Endrega Warrior to be played round 1 with Brewers Ritual because Brewers Ritual will be summoning Deathwish units on the same row together. So Endrega Warrior is just a nice way to activate Deathwish quickly. And because we're playing Endrega Eggs, we'll get extra value out of this card. Utilize the order ability right away, I'd say, when you get those charges. You don't want to leave it floating, really. So Endrega Warrior, search for this card round 1 to activate our Bronze Deathwish cards. We've got Pella to counter statuses. So Pella allows you to basically remove a status from a unit. That's what's meant by Purify. So obviously if one of our units gets locked, we can Purify it. Maybe if it gets poisoned. Also if the opponent has a Defender status, a Resilience status, we can target those kinds of cards as well. Double Bridge Troll. On Deathwish, boost the lowest powered allied unit by 4. Pretty good when we're playing Endrega Eggs. It's spreading out points across, so they're not going too tall into one unit. Double Foglet. Foglet's really good value at 4 provision cost. Deathwish, spawn Fog on the opposite row for 3 turns. So as much as we can, wait till the opponent plays a unit on their side of the board before we play Brewers Ritual opposite that unit, so we can try to ensure Foglet value as much as possible. For more consumes, we've got Double Giant Toad. Deploy, consume an allied unit. When you play a Deathwish unit on your ranged row, summon itself from your graveyard to the same row, consume it, and gain Doomed. So with Giant Toad, it basically gives us 2 consumes. So you get the initial consume on the round you play it on, and it becomes a carryover card into the subsequent round. Easy activation of our Deathwish units. We pretty much want to rely on setting up the Giant Toads early on in the match because it just makes playing Maruna and Manticore very smooth, easy, and effective for us. We also have Siren as a Deathwish unit and offers us Consume. So the order is Consume an allied unit, Deathwish, boost adjacent allied units by 2. Nice card for round 1 as well. Moving on to golds now, we've got Imperial Manticore. On Deathwish, destroy the lowest enemy. My idea for Manticore is that it can help us to counter Sove immunity and can work good against spotters, which are armored at this time. So we want to play basically the top half of our list more so, round 2 or 3. We got Osril for a short round 3. Final say, end of match, last card to be played. So we can play Osriel Range Throw, consume a unit from our graveyard. What we're looking to consume is Egan, but I do like adding Osriel into this deck at this time because it can also grant you an extra way to counter Sove, because we can consume Sove from the opponent's graveyard. For some control, Toad Prince. I think Toad Prince can play pretty good at the moment. Deploy melee, consume a unit with 4 or less power. Toad Prince is going to work really good against spotters, in particular at this time. Flexible card to use throughout any point in the match, if you like. Melee Rowlock, bear that in mind. Triss Butterflies to offer us consistency with our deck. We're playing this range throw. Shuffle a card from your hand into your deck, then draw a unit of your choice and boost it by 3. We usually look to use Triss to find our important golds. So round 1, if we miss Brewers Ritual, we can use Triss to find Brewers Ritual. Or anything else that we like, even Rune Mage, or just save it to pull our high-costed golds like Renfrey as well. Maruna is a Deathwish card, offers us control as well. I believe Maruna can play pretty good in this meta against spotters once again. Seize a random enemy unit with 4 or less power. Round 2 or 3 card. For a tall punish option, Geralt Igni. Destroy the highest power units on an enemy row with a total of 35 or more power. We can also play this for initiative. Destroy the highest power units on an enemy row with a total of 20 or more power instead. I believe usually Geralt Igni is safe to be played over a long round 3, round 1, round 2, but in a short round 3 situation, you may find that you lack points to activate this card and it may be a brick for you. Rune Mage is in this list to make Renfrey play better for us. So on deploy for the rest of the game, your create effects show you 5 options instead of 3. Create and play a runestone. In some cases, if we need to find a consume, we could go for the monster runestone, try to find a unit which can consume, activate our Deathwish cards. But other than that, I do like going for the Nilfgaard alchemy cards because they offer us control. So we can play Rune Mage anytime throughout a match. Round 1's not bad. Deadlife High Vampire, Deathwish unit. Very strong card, very high tempo play. I'd say for the most part, we want to reserve Leader to activate Dettlaff, and we can use Dettlaff to bleed round 2. So Deathwish, summon this unit from your graveyard to the same row. This unit's ability is limited to 2 uses, does not refresh when it leaves the battlefield. We have Egan to help with gaining round control round 1. Deploy, gain armor equal to the number of cards in your hand. If this unit has no armor, destroy self. We want to play Egan first thing round 1. This is going to be our Osriel target to consume. End of match. Brewers Ritual, another Deathwish unit. Brewers Ritual offers our deck thinning, consistency, helps us find our golds as the match progresses. Because of that, we're looking to utilize this as a way to win round control. So we're playing this round 1. On Deathwish, summon 2 random bronze Deathwish units from your deck to this row. Wait till your opponent has units on their side of the board before we commit Brewers. As I said, because we're playing Foglet, just to ensure Foglet value, and just play Brewers Ritual opposite the opponent's units. We're going to utilize Stratagem to activate Brewers Ritual, and we can also consume Brewers Ritual with one of our consuming cards. And then finally, we've got Renfrey. There's nothing of particular importance that we're searching for with Renfrey's abilities. You pretty much go for whatever you need at the time when you play her. What I like about Renfrey in this build is that she offers us control, which is nice being a monsters deck. So maybe you wish to search for something like Curse of Pride, Curse of Wrath, and perhaps play Blessing of Diligence, something like that. We could save Renfrey and her leader to be played in a short round through round 3 or round 2 on the bleed. Obviously, don't play Renfrey until you've used your leader charges up, otherwise you waste them. So now that I've covered the list, let me explain how to execute the strategy for our deck. So with our list, it's pretty much a high tempo list. What we want to do is win round 1, bleed round 2, try to 2-0 the opponent, or drag the match into a short round 3. Okay, that's best for us. We kind of want to try avoiding going long round 3s. We kind of are a monster control deck though, in saying that. We do have some control options here. So what we can do to win round 1 is open up with Egan, play out Brewers Ritual, rely on our Bronze Deathwish units. Player consumes out Giant Toads and Drigger Warriors, those kinds of cards. If we're really looking to push it, we could play a combination of Rune Mage and Toad Prince. Should be enough to get us round control. And then in round 2, just try to 2-0 the opponent. We could do Deadlife High Vampire with Leader Charge, play out Maruna, Manticore, find the right time for those cards. Find the right time to play Renfree, Toad Prince if we didn't utilize it already. And then just to end the match, we have Osrul for a final say. Nice point slam, consuming Egan. So I hope you enjoy the following matches, and thanks a lot for your time and support. Hoping to pull good tempo round 1. Regis Reborn is so strong with Final Say, it's crazy, isn't it? You could wipe out a lot of their units and he can still win the match for them. They've gone with the TA stratagem, which is interesting. Usually we see Crystal Skull for the Necrorat. We don't really have our round 1 cards at all here. So I think we're just going to play it out slowly. We can play a Foglet back there, go and trigger Warrior. To deny their Incubi. Yes. Thanks for the tip. What would you Osrul though? You mean the Fletter? Probably not worth it, but Squirrel, yeah. There's the Necrorat. Just out of Igni range. It's very close. Well, yeah, it's kind of in our favor, isn't it? Because we can just consume bleeding units. Oh, double Necrorat out. That's good. Probably we pass. Just couldn't really find my cards here. I wouldn't say so. I don't think it's worth it. Nah, not round 1. Not in our case, because as you can see, my hand's really gold heavy. So I feel like I'd be committing too many good things for the situation of the round. Can we just pass that off? That's good to find now. Definitely better cards. We have a lot of good cards now. Just missing Toad Prince and Deathlife, really. We can play Egan out here. Let's see what they intend to do, though. If they wish to bleed me, or maybe they'll try to suss out the round a bit. Yes, passing. So these become carryover for us. Couple in there. So we got 2 toads. Activate Deathwish. We got leader. Could try to find the Endrega warrior. There it is. Yeah, that's it. Wow, it's everything, man. It's such a solid hand. May even click away Tris. So we have 1 foglet in there, is it? Let's just do it like this, I think. I'll play slow, because I gotta kind of time the foglet. So I'm not losing the value of the fog. Nice. So double Necrat played. If I take this now with Maruna, maybe that gives me a good Manticore.
Such a shame I must leave.
Need to consume from Rune Mage. Yeah, it's definitely an option. I don't mind going for the monster alchemy card in this kind of a build. We're gonna have a number of Deathwish units now, yeah. Yeah, so we got the Manticore kill now. There you go. Yep. We can just leader that. Okay. Brewers Ritual may give me another consume because I got the Deathwish consume unit as well. Siren. But yeah, I think probably we're going Rune Mage for consume. Search for a kind of consume option. Queen of the Night.
Your deepest, darkest dreams, I can make them real.
Right. Probably going this way. Yeah. Lacking consumes a bit, huh? One reason is because they squirreled one of my toads. We can also go Renfree, look for a Deathwish stratagem. But I think Endrega Warrior has to be saved for Dettluff either way.
You're all the same.
We go Renfree, kill it now. Can we get Igni value? The control's been pretty good so far, hasn't it? Like I said, Regis Reborn's nuts, man. He can steal the show. We haven't really let them play anything.
They'll pay for my stuff.
Maybe we abandon the Foglet play. We put Detlef far left next to the troll. We kind of need points for Igni, you know? Oh, that looks good too. I don't know. Kind of hard to say. Okay, so we put it there. We consume one bleeding.
I divined this one from the
Found it.
sparrow's inks.
Well done. At once, both truly remarkable.
Yeah, we did it, Nate. Nice, eh? Yeah, I know. That's lit, man. What do they got? The kill on Detlef? Like, we get him back, though. Like, what about points for Igni, man? Because if I start doing fog damage, that's a real difficult call. Okay, so Osril first, then? Yeah, that's what I was thinking, because that's out. We just slow it down a bit, see if they give us a good option. Yeah. They didn't really get a good leader, did they? Hello? That pillar in hand. Gone up back.
Lost spirit devoid of name, depart now our veil of pain.
There it is. It was a bit late. I think can Dragon Warrior now then. Oh! You're joking, man. You're joking, right? Oh crap, dude, they set me up. They put me to it. Waiting was right.
You're one sexy witch, and I'm here to please.
Beautiful, man. Clean. Oh, that was so good. Wow. Oh, we're slaying out here. Kind of missing Egan.
You wouldn't want to hurt us, would you?
We could do that too. Absolutely. That's why I'm running Osriel Egan, because this is good meta counter at the moment. But this is cheaper if we go about it that way, isn't it? Yeah, there's a thing. Bit unfortunate about that. So we go with maybe this way. So is this like devotion though, or what? What are they? They decide to play that melee row. The only sketchy thing is like round 1 when we do this, we get pretty tall with our units.
What is it?
So we could consume this to boost adjacent allied units by 2. The god's so tall, man. It's a bit risky. Not so much here, I don't think. But if we verse another deck that has like Igni or Jörden, it's a bit crazy. But that's the only time we're really going tall like that. Then the rest of the match is just going to be a little bit more wider. Yeah, I've been seeing them too, Gav. So they probably just kill Egan like straight up. So we want to go Osriel. Osriel for Sove maybe with this hand. Triss to put away Squirrel, pull Renfrey. Yeah, maybe it's going to be something like that. We have this. We can go up here. Maybe even playing Egan first was a better idea. They might stunning blow. What's it on? 6? Manticore's pretty good to snipe Sove. That's why I've got it in our deck. Got a few counters for the Reckless Flurry. Squirrel's pretty good on Compass. Oh, it could be, yeah. Squirrel, Compass. Osriel, Sove then. Manticore, Marina, a bit less valuable here after that card.
I'll gut you like fishes.
We could try to high roll into it. I mean, there's a consideration to consume this, then take that with Maruna. Wait, we can consume any unit with this? Consume a unit with 4 or less power? Okay, Egan's at 13. So we'll lose that. But we'll Maruna for that engine.
Stand before the Queen of Skellige.
Yeah, we'll take it.
I shall save her.
We're happy with that. Let's dismantle their deck. Probably something like that, yeah. Getting rid of Compass is really big.
Into the fray, or I'll pay you myself, you cunt.
Stench of beer. I knows it well.
Just do it now. Very happy with that. Just want to kill it. So we got Osril there now. We could put Manticore, put Manticore away. Pull Ren free. Manticore not so good here, man. Or what about Igni then too? Maybe we find value with Igni. Let's see. Try to 2-0 them if I can. I don't know if they really have... What do they have to contest with us? Yeah, they got units back there. Maybe this becomes the Igni.
What's 3 hours in the eye? That's pinprick. That's what?
Crap. We will get it though, won't we? We're gonna get Igni 666 up the back. Yeah, it's gonna happen.
I have scores to settle.
Really bad choices. We're gonna get it now. We're gonna get a 666 kill. Because it's gonna hit Berserk. Yeah, baby.
They'll not get away with this.
We got the initiative.
Last words.
Man, that was so clean. we've had a good run with this deck today. We're just affected with the consistency, you know? Do we get Brewers Ritual round 1? Do we get to thin properly? If we do, it feels good. Spawn 2 crows in your melee row? Yeah, let's do it then. What's the vial for?
Don't get in the way of the axe.
I think they're struggling for cards round 1.
Think that to stop me?
They're playing vial. For Giga Crows. They're really flying away now. If they have something like Gurden or whatever, we'd see it now, I think. Covenant of Steel.
Put my paws off, I'll bite you to death.
Ye who wander on the gale, ye we summon, ye we call.
Still keeps us ahead. Oh, it's Nova, is it?
Yield and save me some time.
Okay, so yeah, Purify would have been nice there too. We may high roll into a Purify and remove status. Winning on even is still okay. Maybe this one. This way.
Let the evildoers quake.
So we just want to basically bleed out all their good stuff. Now that we've won on even.
Just
What do you need?
Yeah. I think the idea is just to make them waste their stuff here.
Come to me.
What's 3 hours in the oven? A pinprick
I can take.
and what?
I shall save all your
Maybe just keep this hand now. Could even consider playing Osrul.
Go at it together.
Because we didn't set up Egan anyway. Maybe missed the point. I had Maruna there, didn't I? Okay, yeah. I missed 1 point.
Cursed are the meek, we say.
Now we pass. Just gotta find consumes now. Ooh, Manticore. Well. Maybe. I was thinking that, yeah. We'll see, we'll see. We could go Manticore now right off the bat, I think. Might see Sigvold.
A moment. I need to smoke.
It's a pretty good kill for Manticore. Actually, really good value, if we think about it. $10 points gone. So, we could save Igni last for something like Sigvold. Put Foglet back in deck. Draw a consume. It's probably the way to go about it.
Time for some marauding.
I have scores to settle.
Play a bronze. Maybe we just go for control or that one. Spawn your stratagem. Gives me value this way. Maybe we're going that. Just a few things to consider.
Blood! Blood everywhere!
Oh wow, golden necker. Can we get an igni?
Show me what flows in your veins.
Can we get a good igni? I think it's coming, yeah. Oh, okay, they went that way. Ah, right. Uh-huh. Still like this. There it is.
Glory to Svalbard!
We just get the igni up the back, don't we? Initiative 20.
That might even be amusing.
Crack and eat me good. Looky here.
I'm gonna go that way. Yeah.
Not your lucky day.
Wow, it's close. Probably we lost value because I had to use Renfrey leader in like a non-offensive way. Yeah, I know.